Geez, that's a good looking car. And I'm not just talking about this one. That looks pretty cool. Well, it's another beautiful day outside. Well, not, because it's raining again. So I'm in the back shed and I'm been playing around with these door trims. I told you before that I wanted to put some plastic behind them, and I also needed to get the rubber on, or the felt here, that rubs against the glass here. So what I did there is I just glued it on with some black Sikaflex, what we call Sikaflex here. It's like a polyurethane type glue. I've left it overnight, and as you can see, I've put some weights on it and some clamps on it. I'm about to pull all this apart now and see if it all worked. Well, I've got all these clamps off and the weights off, and it seems to have worked. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, I'm hoping this will kind of just sit back up with a little bit of time. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That's worked quite well. Time to put them back on the doors. But before I do that, I'm going to put some plastic on the inside of those doors. And I've got some plastic over here I've managed to find around. And it's this stuff here. I've had this sitting around for a while, and I'm just going to cut up some pieces out of that, which I'll figure out. Obviously, I'm not going to use that bit. There's two good bits on that I will be able to use, and I'm going to sticky tape or gaffer tape or glue them onto the door frames. So there you go. That's what I've come up with. Just some plastic on the door there, and I've just gaffer taped it on. I think that'll work fine. Time to put this door trim on. There you go, straight on. Absolutely no dramas. And it looks like that clears beautifully there, and that rubber's down far enough, or that felt there's down far enough that it doesn't take away from the door trim as well. Yeah, I like that. Well, I guess I'll get the rest of these bits and pieces on now. You know what I didn't do? Put the little holes in for here to put the door handles on. Damn, I'm gonna have to take it back off again. Right here. We'll just have to cut them out. Put a little bit of gaffer tape in that as well. Let's try putting this door trim back on again. What the hell? I bet you now that I've put this door handle on first, everything's moved. So I'm gonna have to back off this door handle again. That's annoying. So I can finally put this window winder on as well. And put the little clip on. So that when it goes on, it stays on. Clipped on. Just got to put this ring on here, but I've got to go and find some black screws because there's a little screw that goes in here. It hasn't been in this whole time. I'll go in my cupboard and find some black screws or a black screw to go in there. Okay, got myself a little black screw there. And that just feeds in like that. There's a little leg on the back of it which goes into a little hole. There we are. And for some reason I can't get it in there. You know, I just can't see it. I'll have to get a little light. You know, there's something said for light coloured trims. You know, although they get dirty quite easily, or you can see the dirt, I suppose. In black trim, you can't see any little holes, or it just makes it harder when you're putting a car together to see. Alright, that's done. Well, I guess it's time to do the other side now. Do I even feel like doing that? Maybe I should have a drink. Before I go and have that drink and do the other side, I'll show you this. There you go. There's no rattle in the glass at all. Trained professional, eh? As the song goes. Well, before I do go over to that other side and have my drink, look at this. I put some door rubbers on. Now I might be able to drive it into a river. Yeah, I don't think so. I think it'll still leak. Well, it's onto the other side and I'll just show you how I did this. All I did was mark out this plastic with a bit of chalk for the driver's side. As you can see, I had plenty of plastic. Whoops. Yeah, this is pretty thick plastic too. I probably could have used something a little bit thinner, but like I said, I had it lying around, so it's all about, you know, not spending too much money on the car and doing it on the cheap. And utilising just bits and pieces as well. There we are. Just cut out these little bits where the screws hold the door trims on. Don't know if I made that one big enough. I guess I can just fix that up on the door when I put it on. All right. That's roughly cut out. I'll dummy fit that up onto the door and make sure it all kind of fits, and I'll cut out, you know, where the door handle goes and the regulator handle goes. And I'm not going to forget to do these two screw holes this time. Right, with that all cut out and everything cut out here, what I'm going to do now is just gaffer tape it on. And what I did on the other side was only use half the gaffer tape. And I'll save this piece for the other side. Actually, I'll save this piece for the other side. I have my reasoning, because I don't want this horrible edge on the outside and for you to see it. You see it. You will see it actually, because the door trim doesn't sit exactly flush on here. You kind of look through and you can see it. So I'll go back around and I'll cut out the little holes later. Okay, now I can use this one on this side. Tricky, tricky. Not really. I'll do the same thing here. I'll cut out that striker hole there, or strike lock there where the striker goes in. I'll cut that out by hand as well. Okay. That's good enough there. I think what I did on the bottom was use the full piece. Yeah, and if you look here, I'm a bit out with my holes. What happened there? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I'll put a nice big piece right across the top here. Go and get my knife and I'll slice that down. Knife was in my pocket. I'll put a bit of tape all the way across the bottom here as well. That's not real good, Rob. That's better. And where's that little hole here? No one was hiding from me. And I know there's one down in this corner here somewhere as well. It's also hiding from me. You know, I don't think I cut plastic right. What a dope. Where is it? There it is. It's all the way up in here. I've got a double piece of gaffer tape. That's why I couldn't see it there. There it is. Right there. Yeah. That's plastic there. Alright, I'm going to cut the plastic back a little. There we are. And probably put another little piece of tape on that. Yeah, I don't like that. So I'm just going to trim this back probably a little bit more. There we are. Yeah, so that's plastic. And you can see, or maybe you can't, but that's moving. I'm going to put a little bit more gaffer tape on that, just to seal that corner in. And I've probably been a little bit pedantic, most definitely. But you know what? I might as well do it now. A couple of little bits of tape aren't going to hurt anybody. Just a little bit more time. And I think I've missed this one too. Yeah, I have. That's why I couldn't find that one. So I'm going to take this out a bit more. Yep. I might just take that all off. There we are. Yeah, I'm going to put a piece on that as well and recut that hole. I'll sleep better at night. That's all a little bit silly, isn't it? Have it. All right, a couple more pieces around the door handle, a piece up here, piece here. Getting some practice in cutting circles here. You know, back in the day, when I was a bit younger, I used to be able to cut perfect round circles and put pins, oh look at that, that's terrible, and be able to put perfect pinstripes on wheels just with one quick turn. I don't think I could be doing that these days. Right, I'm going to put something here. I might cut that up into sections as well. There we are. All right, put a piece here. Should I put a piece up top here? Yeah, like I said before, might as well. I'll just pop a piece here. There you go. Not very pretty, but you know what, you don't see it, and it serves a purpose, so it doesn't really matter. All right, well, that's done. And even if water does come through there on the other side, it's not going to come up onto the wooden door trim. We'll get this door trim on. And there's another win, because that fits great too. Just like the other side, I'll get all those little bits and pieces on as well. Well, there you go. This door trim's on as well now. And it's just another thing to cross off my little list of things to do. Where's this one? Plastic behind doors. Well, that one's done. There's not too many more things to do, and then this thing's completely finished. Geez, that's a good looking car. And I'm not just talking about this one. That looks pretty cool.